Hello everybody. So today I'm going to do a little review on different headphones, primarily wired versus Bluetooth wireless headphones, and what the benefits of both are and how they differ, and if you're going to be using an iPhone, what you're going to need to do if you're going to be using a wired ones. Okay, so first things first. So the most popular set of headphones you're getting right now are these Bluetooth headphones, which are pretty much a lot of different companies out there are doing. So you have your Sony, you have your Beats Audio is a popular one. Apple actually owns Beats now. And then you have your little earbuds, which are the Apple earbuds. These seem to be the norm, especially amongst younger people. They go out and they buy the Bluetooth headphones, and for the most part you can get them from different price ranges, from really cheap to really expensive, and of course it would produce different results. You get into higher end Bluetooth headphones, they're going to sound better. You get into some cheaper ones, they're going to sound okay or even not great. The Apple earbuds, same thing. They integrate obviously really well with the iPhone, and for the most part they sound decent. They're really convenient when you're doing hands-free phone calls and stuff. That's what I use them for. And I'll explain how this all works compared to a wired set of headphones. So now, this is a whole different kettle of fish here. These are wired only headphones. So these are not Bluetooth. They don't have any fancy features to them. They're not noise canceling. These, you have to plug them into your device that you're using, okay? Whether it be an iPhone or an Android phone or some other source of audio device, okay? So if you're using an iPhone, pretty much everybody that owns an iPhone knows that the newer models of iPhone, I believe since the iPhone 7, they got rid of the headphone jack. And the reason for that was, again, the popularity of Bluetooth headphones. So the Bluetooth headphones don't require a headphone jack. Most of the people are using Bluetooth headphones. Apple saves money by not having to put a headphone jack in there, which means they don't have to put a headphone amp chip in there. It means they don't have to put a DAC chip in there. DAC meaning digital to analog converter. That's a whole nother topic if you don't know what that is. So basically, when you're using something like this, the earbuds, you take these out, you put them in your ear, as long as you have them paired through Bluetooth, they connect instantly. They connect, mine are already connected now, they connect instantly, they connect really well, and for the most part, they do sound pretty good. They sound decent. Again, these are really convenient when you're just kind of out on the go. I use these when I'm out in my backyard, when I'm doing things around the house, and I want to listen to music. If I have to make a phone call and I know it's going to be a long, drawn-out conversation, I don't want to have the phone up to my ear all the time, so I end up putting these in and walk around and do what I want when I'm on the phone. The audio quality on these are pretty good, and again, they incorporate, because they are an Apple device, they incorporate really well with your iPhone. These here are a set of Sennheiser headphones, Bluetooth headphones. Now Sennheiser does make some really high-end headphones. There is some out there that are actually getting to some ridiculous prices, but other than the Bluetooth ones they have. But these are kind of an entry-level Bluetooth headphones from them, and they do sound really good. And they're again, they integrate really well with all my audio devices, so I can listen to these through my iPhone. They pair up well. I can listen to these through my laptop. They pair up well. Tablets, any other audio device you have that has Bluetooth, these will pair in really well with them. Again, I was talking about the benefits of Bluetooth is just the convenience. Now, the downfall of Bluetooth is audio quality. So, audio quality, you can only go so high when you're using Bluetooth as compared to when you're using something wired. So that's where you get into this now. These, Bowers & Wilkins, these are the P9 Signature. These are about close to $1,000 these when they were selling. These are wired only, again, not Bluetooth, not noise canceling. You have to plug these in. But as I mentioned before, the iPhones, the newer model iPhones, don't have a headphone jack. So what do you need to do now? So there's a couple of things you can do. Number one is you can go out and you can buy Apple's headphone adapter. And Apple's headphone adapter is probably about that long. I don't have one myself. They're about $10. They're cheap. It'll plug into the lightning port of your phone, and then on the other end it has the headphone jack, and you will plug in your headphones into that. And again, the extension's about that long. It sounds good. It has a DAC built in. It has an amplifier built in, and it sounds decent depending on the headphones you're using again. And a lot of this does depend on how you're listening to your music too, where you're getting your music from. But again, if you have a set of higher end headphones that are really revealing with the detail, and you want to get into something better than what you can get off the headphone jack, the headphone adapter from Apple, then you start getting to something like this. This is from a company called AudioQuest, which specializes in high-end audio cables. This is called the Dragonfly Red DAC. And what a DAC is, again, is a digital to analog converter. It's basically like a mini amplifier that will, it's hard to explain. You have to look it up and really read up on what a DAC does if you don't know. So what this does is you would plug this end. This is your headphone jack here. You'd plug your headphones into this end here. This looks like a USB stick. You pull this apart. If I can get it off. And then your other end here is a USB connection. Now obviously the iPhone doesn't have a USB connection, so what do you do now? Now you gotta go out and buy something like this. So this is called the Lightning to USB 3 camera adapter. So you plug this into your phone through the lightning port, and then you plug this in to your Dragonfly USB DAC. And then it's upside down here. It all connects, and now it's all ready to go. So you can now start playing music through these headphones. Now, the other thing I'm going to mention is, nowadays most people are listening to music through streaming services such as Spotify, Tidal, or Apple Music. So when you're using a setup like this, that is where that's going to really matter as well. If you're playing stuff that is cheap audio quality, like stuff like MP3s, all of this is unnecessary. It's not going to sound any better through this than what it is going to sound through this. When you're listening to lossless audio or even high resolution audio, this is where this is really going to come into play, and you're really going to notice a difference. So if you were to listen to, so Tidal, for example, is lossless audio, is high resolution audio. And if you were to listen to it through Bluetooth through this, it's going to sound good. It'll sound good through this. But when you listen to it through a setup like this, using an external DAC and through a set of headphones like this, it's going to reveal a whole different type of audio that you're not going to hear through Bluetooth like this. And again, your environment's going to play a big difference. So if you're outside in your backyard and people are cutting grass and having a barbecue around you, and there's all kinds of noise and animals and this and that, then yeah, you're not going to hear the difference between this and this. But if you're in your house in a quiet environment, and you're listening to high-res music or lossless music through a setup like this, you are going to hear the difference, mark my words, than when listening to something like this. Spotify doesn't use high-res music as of yet. I believe they're going to go there soon. They don't use lossless music. They're still lossy. But they are high-quality lossy, so again, it will make a difference too if you're using Spotify. Apple Music, as of last year, did go to high-res. They don't have a lot of high-res music yet. They do offer lossless music. So again, if you subscribe to Apple Music and you're listening over a device like this, a setup like this, you're going to hear a difference with their music compared to when you're listening to it through Bluetooth. I remember years back, before streaming audio, became popular and it was the way to listen to music, you were either ripping CDs into MP3s or FLAC, which people that were into higher end audio would rip them into FLAC, lossless audio FLAC. But the majority of people were ripping audio or downloading audio off BitTorrent sites, and they were downloading MP3s and sometimes really crappy quality MP3s. And again, if you have MP3s that are low quality on an iPhone, or back then when you were using an iPod, any set of headphones would sound good. You didn't need a high-end set of headphones because you were listening to, poor quality music. But these days, because you have streaming audio companies now that are offering high-res music, and our internet bandwidths are getting better, and their technologies is getting better. It is worthwhile if you're really into good audio, and you're really into hearing music at a different level than what you can get from Bluetooth. It is good in investing something like this. Anyway, thanks for watching.